nobody pays attention to me anyway, so it's all good. All right. So you see my screen, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna go back to just a single view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to let me just do this. I'm gonna do this first.
Study.
I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then I'm going to change this back to that. Okay, so this is what we're used to seeing all the time, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I'm going to change this, where it is, right there, back to day. So I can go from beginning to end. Okay, so this is what we're used to seeing. Oh, let me get rid of this too. This free mouse is a disaster. All right, delete.
You are recording this?
Yes, so you're gonna get all of my banter. Okay. So anyway,
Okay.
I hear somebody typing, so I don't know who that is, but I hear it. All right. So you open up your Thinkorswim. You go to the charts tab up here. You get presented a chart. Um, you want to view a symbol. Who do I want to see today anyway? Yeah, I'll do eBay. All right. So put in your symbol.
Whoa.
Voila, you have your chart information. So the first chart I'm going to do is your 20-month pricing chart. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do your 20-month pricing chart with your 20-month exponential moving average. And then I'm also going to add the MACD study as well. So that's what the first chart is going to be. So how do you do it? So you go to charts tab, you change your chart time frame from, excuse me, days to months. So first we're going to change this from days to months. So I'm going to go here to the time frame. I'm going to still keep it at 3 years, but I'm going to put it on a monthly basis, right? And I'm going to change it. So now what I'm seeing for each one of these candlesticks, they each represent a month over the past 3 years. That's what this chart is showing me. A candlestick for each month over the past 3 years. That's the first step. All right. Second step is I'm going to add a study, and my study is going to be in the category of moving average, if I can. And it's an exponential moving average right here. So I'm going to select the exponential moving average. I'm going to add it. And then I want my exponential moving average to have a length of 20, which references lengths of what? Lengths of whatever your chart is based on. In this case, is months. So I'm adding lengths 20. And I'll just leave that color for the line for now. But let me make it a little thicker, I think. And I'll say, okay. Okay, now I have my 20-month exponential moving average. And so basically you see some candlesticks were above the average and some candlesticks were below the average. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now I'm going to change from candlesticks to a line chart. So now you see the line going above and below the moving average. And so if you were to look at the pricing trend for eBay today, is it bullish or bearish?
Bullish.
It's bullish.
That's correct. It's bullish.
Bullish.
So would you buy based upon where it is right now?
Short it.
Why? How do you know? I'm saying based upon what we talked about yesterday and what you see, would you short? Would you buy? What would you do? What is the current price trend? This chart is specifically telling you what the current price trend over time has been and is for eBay. Because right, all of this is history.
Mm-hmm.
So it's high. I mean, it's almost back to its highest high in the last 3 years.
Pretty much, yeah. So what would you do? Would you make a trade decision based upon this? Yes or no?
It would have to be bearish.
Why?
No,
Would you say, Jason?
no.
Okay, that's a good answer. Because remember, this particular price trend, it has a strategy that goes with it, right? And you only make decisions based upon the crossovers. So your decision points are every time this trend crosses this exponential moving average. Everything above and beneath it is of no concern of yours. The assumption is that somewhere back here in the past, 5 years ago or wherever it was, you got on this bullish trend and you rode it all the way to some point before it turned, right? So this only give you limited information, but there's others. So let me add. Okay, so now we have the 20-month exponential moving average price trend for this particular chart. Now I want to add another study, right? The next study I'm going to add is my MACD. So I'll go and I'm going to add my MACD. I'm going to change the MACD from the default 12/26/19 to 24/52/18, which is basically just extending the length of the time period so I can get a view. And I will say I'll leave the colors whatever they are by default. I'll apply it. Now it adds the MACD down here at the bottom. But now that I didn't change the colors, I need to go back and remind myself what color is what because I don't know what the default colors are. So blue is my value and yellow's my average. Okay, so there we go. That's what I need to remind myself. All right. And then if I looked right here, then I would see what it is. So yeah. So this is the next crossover. So we have that crossover. And basically, this crossover suggests that it's still a bullish trend from the MACD as well as the pricing trend is still bullish. And so theoretically, if you just wanted to, not play, not trade the crossovers, if you did any trade right now on this particular symbol, it would be a bullish trade, period. Now, would you be right or wrong to do so? No, you wouldn't. It was just a decision you make. It's speculation. Remember, there's no right or wrong, good or bad. It just is what it is. What was that one? I think it was this one, something, right? So that's how you create this particular chart. All right. So now I'm going to add another chart area, and I'm going to create a new chart. I'm going to go back to eBay, and this chart will be based upon the 2-line exponential moving average. Yeah. But first, I'm going to clean this chart up a little bit because I don't want to see all this volume, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to see it. So I'm turning it off. All right. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to give myself a little headroom at the top. I'm going to add 10 there. Give myself some side room over here. I'm going to add 20 there. I'm going to say, okay, boom. Now I got a little space at the top, a little space on the side. All right. So next thing I want to do is add the study. So I'm going to add the study. Once again, it's another moving average type study. So right here, moving average 2 lines. I'm going to add that guy. And this guy is going to be based upon length. The fast length is 50 days. The slow length is 100 days. Hold on. 100 days. And then I'm going to make my fast color red and my slow color blue because that's how I like it. But I need a brighter. I think that one's it. Blue. That should be okay. And I'm okay with that. And so I apply it. And so now I have my 2-line exponential moving average. And it's based upon my blue line is 100-day average, and my red line is the 50-day average. Anytime the red line crosses the blue line, whether up or down, it's either going to indicate bullish or bearish trend. So now if you look at the 2-line exponential moving average, so let me put this one both, let me color code them so they both be the same, whatever symbol I look at. So I'm gonna go back, eBay. Right, so now they're both showing eBay. So the pricing trend here is showing that it's bullish. The 2-line exponential moving average, however, is showing what?
It's also bullish.
Is the
Oh, it's bearish.
It is because the 50 is below the 100-day average. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
So these indicators, right? If I were just looking at it from, all three indicators, the trend is definitely bullish, right? However, based upon the 5100, the trend right now is bearish. So I'm expected to go down. And you can say, oh, well, I'm expected to go down, but the curve on that 50-day is curving more in upward direction than a downward direction. So it's still theoretically going toward the bullish direction, but it hasn't crossed over to say that it's confirming that I believe it's bullish because each of these indicators have, they're based upon historical factors. So once again, this is all speculation. So let me pick somebody else. Let me see. Starbucks. So Starbucks. So you see on Starbucks, right? It's not trending up as much as or in parallel with the 100-day. So therefore, this is, you probably feel more comfortable that this is on a bearish trend, Starbucks. And then if you look at the pricing chart as well, you'll see that it's definitely touching the line and it's going toward the downward motion. So it's definitely in a bearish trend confirmed by all of the indicators, even the MACD. You see the MACD, it's about to, so this one we could say is bearish, right? But that's the direction that it's trending right now. So you could trade accordingly based upon that type of strategy. So once you get, start looking at these enough, then you'll, be more comfortable in making your determination. So it's not a right or wrong thing. It's just, kind of um, looking at them side by side. So that's how you set up the indicators. So let me stop recording because go recording.